Hello everyone, welcome back to another high-level match of StarCraft 2. What I got for you today, it's a TERRAN versus ZERG, and in game number 1, we found ourselves on the map Neo-Humanity. These are two of the best players from Korea. Spawning here is none other than GuMiho, and his opponent in the opposite corner is Solar. Solar, also known as the Shirt Eater. That's because he's nervous, he's stressed, and obviously now playing against the GuMiho, he has a reason, because GuMiho is one of the best Terran there can be. GuMiho, also known as the Gumi God. Now this is from Katowice. This is going to be an intensive match. Let's see what they are going to do. Standard opening, not likely. What do we have here? A barracks. GuMiho, really? Rushing Solar? That's interesting. So Solar is going to find himself with a rush in his main base. So the reason when players play like this is to somehow get your opponent on the wrong foot, as they say in English. And so far Solar has no idea. He's starting his second hatchery. This is his vision. So zero awareness so far, and this is Solar's vision. Now luckily we see everything, like look at this overlord, so close, but yet so far away. So the timing of this Reaper is very important because it's way faster than usually it is. It has a shorter distance to cover and is going to caught Solar unaware. Solar so far is playing standard ZERG with a spawning pool, but his timing is going to be on what? On the factory. So this is an early rush. GuMiho, Gumi God, also known as Towel Terran. Why? Because unfortunately there is a medical term that I cannot pronounce. I can, but probably not correct. Basically, unfortunately, he has to play with a towel on his mouth due to excessive sweatiness of his hands. But both players are very good. Look at the Reaper already starting in minutes, in 2 minutes already stressing GuMiho. GuMiho already realized something is off. Like, you know the timing, if the timing is too early, something is wrong. Now let's see his defense. Some Zerlings here, waiting for the Reapers. Luckily for him, already a Queen here, the second one coming to defense. Look at them jumping. So it was a very good opening. Let's see what on the starport. So why don't you put your base over here, GuMiho? Attack Solar. But Solar is relaxed. Look, he already started the third hatchery. Nothing happens. And here, GuMiho with only one base? No. One base all in? Interesting. Let's see if this is going to work. A bunker here. And flowing the barracks to have like a wall off. Very interesting approach. Obviously this is not random. These players like to scout. And they are pretty good at what they are doing. Solar started in 2011. GuMiho in 2010, so they have plenty of experience. And now probably this SUV is going to start mining, or just abusing this position. No, just abusing this position. You have a vision with the Medivac, Reaper, so non-stop action. This is what I like to cast. But the best defense is a counter-offense. Yeah, what do? You have nothing here to defend. You send your SUV to repair the supply depots, but if you repair the supply depot, that means you are losing minerals. Let's see the income. The income heavily favoring Solar so far. And coming back with the Zerlings to the slow zone. Wow, this is very good attack. Now these tanks protecting each other. This tank is practically invulnerable because of the rich mineral field. Now this one is going to be saved. No, you're supposed to pick it up with the Medivac. Obviously it's easy for me to comment. So excellent opening so far. Using the barracks to have a vision. instead of scanning. Wow, what a rush. Is this going to be successful? I wonder. But now we have Revengers. And they can throw bio, and that's it. No more tank. So this early rush, which was extremely interesting, you cannot do it and expect the success 100%. We are talking about StarCraft 2 pro players, and Solar is one of the best. At least salvage the bunker. No, he's still persisting. Wow, so GuMiho has only one base versus 2 for Solar, not ideal. Let's see in terms of the income, favoring Solar. Army as well. So what are they going to do next? Just retreat? Some of the units are retreating. Yeah, the tank is here in a defensive position, but now your production facilities are vulnerable. Banshees are good with the cloak ability, but they do not kill easily. It takes time for a single Banshee to kill all these Zerglings. Now 2 is better. The power of 2. And the micro of the tank is also excellent. But in terms of workers, 46 for Solar, only 28 for GuMiho. And the tank needs to be put in siege mode, but if it's in siege mode, that means it's going to be slower. And in the meantime, a counter-attack. If the supply depot are not going to be lifted up, oh, that's bad, that's bad. Yeah, you have some Marines here, but that's bad. So one silly mistake. Yeah, it was dealt with, but with the cost of sending less reinforcements to the front line. And the front line is not that awesome. Only a bunch of Marines and the tank. Now a second one. No, not that awesome. Another run by Zerglings. Each time you have to withdraw your SUVs, that means lost mineral time. Less income. Now another attack on the production facilities. A lot of Zerglings to Revengers. Yeah. You need to lift them up and go. But what do we have here? A drop in the main base of Solar. GuMiho. Oh, this is very good. If the Roach Oran is destroyed, no more Roaches. But too many queens here. Nothing you can do anymore. So non-stop action. This is what I like to see. And now look at the Viking landing. He looks very menacing. Vikings are... I faced them in my Bronze League and Silver League games. Like a lot of players like to have a bunch of them, like all of their army. Then immediately you find yourself with 40 Vikings landing in a mineral base. And that's it, game over. And when you send your units, they just transform themselves in air mode and they go away. So this is a tactic that you could use as well. Now what he is going to do, Solar. Solar was under attack, he still is. This is a nice pathway. So you need to keep some units at home if you are playing against TERRAN, because TERRAN likes to drop. But we are talking about a ZERG with 4 bases versus a TERRAN with only 2. Which is very, very bad for GuMiho. In terms of income, it's more than clear that Solar has an advantage. Even though ZERG is not that efficient, it's efficient enough to win an engagement if he has too many minerals in comparison with a TERRAN. Now let's see what GuMiho is going to do after this failed shenanigan that he tried. An overseer that is going to spot everything. Hey, you need to send the Marines, the Viking, go, kill, yes. He's now going to kill it. But in the meantime, he's going to see everything, and even delaying a little bit of the production. Now here we have the ZERG. Is Solar going to take advantage of his economy? So far he's still like trying to gather more units before he starts a push. The creep spread is very good, despite the fact that GuMiho was very aggressive. Solar was able to expand the creep. The creep wasn't denied so far, and as I said, 2 medivacs are going on a mission to destroy, like taking the edges of the map. And another one in the opposite corner. So distracting the ZERG is very important. You have medivacs on both flanks. What do? If you move for a frontal attack, you are finding yourself in an awkward situation where your mineral lines are going to be destroyed. Any detection? No. No overlords. Only one queen, not enough. But because of the creep spread, the ZERG is very mobile. Now let's see if this is going to achieve anything. 3 marines over there, just for distraction. Here we have 2 spore crawlers and a bunch of zerglings. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But not sufficient, and you didn't attack the mineral lines. Yeah, saving some of the marines. That's okay, but what do? Now you are trapped. You have spore crawlers and queens waiting for you. So what do, GuMiho? What do? Now, luckily for him, he has working for base, but still Solar hovering around 3,000 minerals. GuMiho just now 2,700. Not bad, but I don't know. Let's see, in terms of income advantage, heavily favoring Solar, and so does the army size. Units lost. Solar lost a little bit more, but he can afford this, and look at the creep. So creep is going in every direction and towards the main base of GuMiho. Solar is the first champion of a Premier Legacy of the Void tournament, winning the DreamHack Championship in 2015 against Partying. So he has a good reputation for a long time. And now, what do you see here? Lurkers. Lurkers are very good against bio. If there is no scanning, ooh, I don't want to see a bunch of marines just walking in the proximity, in the vicinity. And GuMiho used to play random before switching to TERRAN. He's the only player today to play as random in a GSL individual event. So both players are unique. Now this attack, not very successful. Yeah, all the marines are dead. My favorite race when I first started to play StarCraft 2 was TERRAN. I like to do a lot of bunkers. And now these roaches are dead. Yeah, you cannot attack where there are tanks. And now a counter attack on the opposite corner. Now we have Vipers here as well. So this is going to be probably the main engagement in this area because of the proximity of the creep tumors. Now going on the opposite side. But scanning reveals for the TERRAN everything. Now look at these marines, they have to retreat. You need to respect the power of the lurkers. Excellent engagement now, pushing forward. Step by step, step by step. Like the Terrans like to do with their tanks. Look at the tank range. Now the lurkers. The Vipers will try to yonk the tanks, but because of the Vikings, they have to retreat. So this is going to be interesting, because now we have Ghosts. Look at them. Sniping the lurkers. Ghosts are some of the most efficient units, but you need to be good at micro. You cannot play very efficient if you don't have a good APM. APM for Solar around 500, for GuMiho around 300. The snipings are amazing. Now, what do you do as a Zerg? You have tanks here. This is like impossible. You have tanks, you have bio, you have Vikings. Now a Liberator on Ghost. But the Swarm is here. Solar is maxed out. He has to do something. Excellence around here. The Observers reveals everything. Nice clouding blind on the tank. So, Solar, is he going to break the Terran? Trying to attract the Terran into the lurkers. So this tactic I saw very successful. You basically send some units, then retreat, and if your opponent is not careful, he's going to find himself in a dire situation with the lurkers killing everything in a matter of seconds. Now another push from Solar. Wow, this is interesting. This is awesome. Non-stop action. Yeah, the tanks are being destroyed. The main, the front line is being destroyed. Now Solar army, it's smaller than GuMiho, despite the fact that GuMiho has a smaller economy. He was able to catch up with Solar. And this tank non-stop destroying with splash damage. DLSC de Jong, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So yeah, you have a lot of tanks, but if you have a lot of Vipers with a lot of energy, what do you do? And the Ghost needs also energy. Now another attack from all directions. Non-stop action. So Solar is like a pit bull, attacking. But GuMiho, it's also good. Another Ghost is going down. And GG, Solar, relentless attack, won. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, Keanu over. Let's see it together for game number 2. Welcome to game number 2 between Solar and GuMiho. Spawning here none other than Solar from Korea and his opponent GuMiho, the Terran, the blue Terran. That try shenanigans in game number 1. Let's see game number 2. It's going to be a long one. The map is Gresvan and I'm going to expect a lot of non-stop action. As usual, I haven't seen it. Thank you for watching. My name is Keanu. We are going to find out together what strategies we are going to use. This is from Katowice 2023. It's a recent game and I'm very excited because I'm pretty sure this is going to be awesome. So GuMiho now trying a standard opening. In the previous game, if you haven't seen it, maybe some spoilers ahead, but he tried something unusual. If it works or not, you have to see it, or if you have seen it, congratulations. Solar already with the second hatchery, standard opening. ZERG it's more greedy, has to be, if he's playing against TERRAN or protoss. His advantage is numbers versus quantity, if I can say so, quantity over quality. GuMiho, very interesting player, Solar as well, they both have a lot of experience. Solar started in, guess what, 2011. We are talking about 2023, so that's a long time. And he's only 26 years old, so we are going to hear a lot from him. And GuMiho, he started in 2010 until 2019, when he had to go to the army. Unfortunately, in Korea, everyone knows, army it's mandatory, compulsory for 2 years, but he came back in 2011 ready to start again this wonderful game, and he is going to be called like a old G. It's a veteran, he's 30 years old, but he's still playing at high level. Now we are trying to find out a little bit about the map. If you are a Zerg, it's easy. All you have to do is to send overlords in different directions. This is their perspective. Now this is GuMiho's perspective. See, they don't know much. It's called the fog of war. Luckily for us, we know everything, and we are going to see the most interesting epic battles happening right here. There's going to be a lot of micro probably. And Solar very greedy with a first hatchery. and also destroying these unbuildable bricks so that you have more open ground. It's very important for ZERG to have easy access to everything. In order for them to be more effective, they need to do surround, and any choke point it's ideally for marines and tanks. So TERRAN loves to be in choke points where he can maximize the splash damage of the tanks. Now these three bodies, the three musketeers are here. Now also we have a Hellion. Hellion is very good against Zerlings, and it's a very fast unit. It can scout easily. What do we have here? 42 versus 35. Solar has an advantage in terms of worker. 43 versus 27 now, and 12 versus 7 in terms of the army. Let's see the income. Pretty similar, not a big difference. Probably some mules, yes. These little robots are very good. They allow for the TERRAN to have extra income very fast. Unfortunately for the TERRAN, it's only a temporary mule worker that requires energy from the orbital command center. But if you have a lot of orbital command centers, and this is what usually is happening in long games, you don't need any more workers to gather mineral. You just use mules, drop mules. You use the workers only for gas. And the fusion core. What? Battle cruisers? Nice one. Nice one from GuMiho. So after the first game where he tried a rush, now he's doing it with battle cruiser. But the most important thing is for it not to be discovered. Let's see if there is any defense here. Already a spore crawler in the first, in the second. So Solar knows his timing, and here a lot of queens. And probably here, where is it? Look, you barely can see it because of the color. You have an overlord, and the overlord probably will rush into a suicidal mission to find out what the TERRAN is doing. So one battle cruiser ready. Another one probably is going to start immediately. Let's see in terms of the income. Heavy favoring Solar. In terms of the army, they are pretty equal. So wow, battle cruiser rush. This is what I like to do. Let's see where it's going to be teleported. Is it going to be the main base? Where? I could swear. Yeah, here. Yeah, I saw it. Now, excellent. Denying the timing of the mining of the drones. Excellent. But what do you do here? You have already 2 spore crawlers and a bunch of queens. So not a very efficient opening if it's discovered and your opponent is prepared. So far 3 kills, not bad, but remember this is a big investment. Battlecruiser, Yamata cannon also almost ready. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, engage. Yamata cannon is extremely efficient. It can one-shot a unit like a queen. One shot, one kill. Look at the queen. Instant damage, guaranteed damage. And the battlecruiser now can brag to his bodies 5 kills. Denying Vespian gas is also important. That means less upgrades. But now the battlecruiser has to go back. But 2 more are coming. Wow, what a game. So battlecruisers everywhere. This porcelain is dead. And now only 3 queens versus 3 battlecruisers. But also spore crawler here. More are coming. More queens are joining the fight. Killing as much drones as possible. 30 drones now for Solar, 47 for GuMiho. Wow, what an opening. Look at the battlecruisers. Doing whatever they want. Battlecruiser opening. I thought this is a thing of the past. Usually players are reluctant to try this opening. It's like a gamble. Apparently it works for GuMiho. But the best defense is a counter offense. Let's see. Is he going to raise the wall? Yes. But another battlecruiser here in the home defense and instant kill. Now the problem is, if you have an attack like this, if you are a Zerg, what do you do if the roach is? Nothing. Very useless. So excellent engagement from the Terran. Now all GuMiho has to do is to push his advantage. But remember, this is like a 20-minute long game, so look at the counter-offensive. The Empire strike backs. Corruptors are here. And Corruptors are very efficient. What do you do against them? Yeah, you can teleport. But where do you teleport? Also Solar now, it's the one that is attacking. Yeah, this one is dead. With only one missile turret. So let's see what damage these Corruptors can do. Because now literally the battlecruisers are running away for their life. Yeah, killing one more until you are dead. So very cool opening here from both players. Yeah, another Corruptor is going down, but another battlecruiser, so he's teleporting. Yeah, right here to the protection of this missile turret, which is like Bermuda Triangle. If you try to attack, you are going to find yourself full of missile turrets. So interesting. 106 versus 103, so the situation stabilized for both players. It was a very nice opening. It helped GuMiho restore some of the advantage that Solar used to have. Let's see now the income, pretty similar in terms of the army as well. Wow. Units lost, 86 for Solar, 30 for GuMiho. In terms of resources, not that a big difference, only 1000. If you are a Zerg, 1000 is nothing, it's normal. And in the meantime, he has 4 bases. The 4th one, hatchery, it's almost ready. So excellent engagement at the first. Researching upgrades is also important in order to have an edge over your opponent. So more Corruptors here, and what are we going to have here? More battlecruisers. Yeah, roaches are useless right now. I mean, they're good against ground units, but overall, against 5 battlecruisers, not that good. Now Hellions here, killing some drones, not bad at all. And the battlecruisers are here. Ideally, is for them not to use their ability to teleport unless they are engaged and after they are using Yamato cannon. Now going the long route, they act now like medivacs that are doing a drop. So 5 battlecruisers, not bad at all. More are being produced, yes, 2 more are joining the fight. So, and another one here, just trying to protect the home front. Now let's see this. 3 Spore Chorus Queens, not bad at all. Killing some drones. Yamato cannon is going to be used. Wow, the hatchery is killed instantly and teleport. So apparently you need 5 Yamato cannons and that's it. Hatchery is killed. That is interesting. Obviously it was played. And look at the Hellions. Killing a bunch of drones. 6, 7 for this one. 8, 1. Wow. So this is what you have to do, guys. I'm going to try myself as well. So we attack with, if you are a Terran, obviously, you attack with battlecruisers, and then in the opposite corner you send some Hellions, and that's it. Look at the forest, the missile turrets, just to prevent any attack on the battlecruisers. Cyclones are also very good because they have the lock-on ability. And what? Infestors? Nice. So Solar is trying to use an ace. That means to use the infestor, putting them in strategic positions in the pathway of the Terran units. So these infestors can change the tide of battle. Nice, I like it so far. Armies are pretty equal. A lot of mules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mules over here. Wow, not bad at all. Not bad at all. And now the Terran army is here. Some tanks for splash damage for good measure. And grabbing another command center that is going to be transformed into orbital command. Not bad at all. More and more tanks. So GuMiho expects an attack from Solar. Just waiting over here. With the help of the sensor tower, he can immediately spot the ZERG direction of attack. Now these Zerglings are working here on these rocks. Do they know? Yeah, no. Solar does not know about this. So these rocks are dead. Dead, destroyed. Now the ZERG is on march. Solar almost maxed out, 198. And this bunch of aliens cost only minerals, so they're not that expensive, but very efficient. Is now Solar going to attack? Yeah, you don't want to go in that direction. Nope. Too many tanks, too many tanks. And the Yamata cannon can devastate half of the ZERG army instantly. It's like sniper on another level. Aerial sniper. But if the ghosts are very, very easily to be killed, if you caught them obviously, because they have low health. Fortunately for the ZERG, the battle cruiser have a lot of HP. So they are very reliant. Now blue Hellion. This increases the damage of the Hellion and the Hellbats. Look of the Zerglings dying. And now an attack here, an attack down there. So basically they are trying to attack in different directions. Now look at the Yamata cannons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. And the roaches over here were just a distraction. The Terran army, it's impressive. For good measure here. You need to repair them with SUVs. Repairing with SUVs restore full health. And the Raven. Raven are very good for detecting cryptomorphs. And he has a lot of abilities. Let's see which abilities are going to be used. Oh, a lot of Cyclones. I like this army. It's a little bit unusual. Terran's players sometimes use only bio. But here is something different. So GuMiho going to the next level. Another attack. But tanks are here now. And also you have the battle cruisers. Nah, this is a dead zone. I mean, you can attack in this direction only as a distraction. But what do you do here? It's even worse. Look how well defended it is. In-depth defense. Who is doing better economic? Solar has an advantage. Army size, GuMiho favoring. Units lost, way better for GuMiho. Now let's see this engagement. 3 infestors now here. Fungal growth activated. Wow, this is nice. This is excellent engagement. Cutting battle cruisers not in the range of the missile turrets. So these infestors deserve a medal. Destroying a lot of the battle cruisers. Now what you're going to do? GuMiho is now 160 versus maxed out Solar. So that was an excellent engagement. Think about it. If it would have been here with missile turrets, would have done a lot of damage. Now ground carapace level 1 completed. And vehicle weapons level 2 for GuMiho. So another base, this probably is going to be a fortress. I don't know. As usual, I am going to see for the first time, yes. It's normal to have a fortress here. It's in the proximity of the ZERG. And now, Broodlords! Yay! Finally I see a game with Broodlords and Infestors. And now what do you do with your tanks? Nothing. Retreat. Broodlords free damage. Look at them how fast they can decimate the Terran. And what you are going to use? Free battle cruisers? Well, you have a lot of corruptors here. So for a moment I thought like GuMiho has an advantage, and look at the comeback of Solar. Look at these broodlings. Instant damage everywhere. Yeah, destroying this planetary fortress. You are supposed to repair, guys. Yes, repair. Now, in the meantime, what do you have? The battle cruisers jump, teleport back home. Yes, here for defense for good measure. And an attack in the opposite corner, so non-stop action everywhere. Lock on ability, and this hatchery is dead. So sometimes cyclones are underestimated with the lock on ability. And the broodlords are vulnerable. Yeah, lock on ability, guys. Nah, too many broodlings. And 3 juicy infestors here, ready to attack. So, the corruptors have this ability. They can literally suck life out of buildings, how they are managed to doing. And now we have Thors. Wow, Thors, battle cruisers, everything. What do they say? Thors joined the server. So Cyclone, Thors, battle cruiser, non-stop action everywhere. Yeah, this is a samurai fight. They know they are dying. They try to do as much damage as possible. So this hatchery is also destroyed. Let's see, the income pretty similar. Now Thors are very good. They have a lot of damage. Now what are they going to be enough? More Thors are joining the fight. Scanning to see exactly, to reveal where all the units are, and this is the final epic battle. Wow, this is what I'm talking about. We had the battle cruiser rush, now a Thor push. The Hellbats are here for taking some of the broodlings out. Now destroying the hatches that are actually producing income is very bad for Solar. Solar now is running out of resources, but his army is awesome. Is he going to be able to defend? Now another bunch of broodlings. But look at the Hellbats, killing most of them. Now going back home, GuMiho realized he did a lot of damage. Solar is not out of the battle. Look how many infestors. So almost 1 infestor for each Thor. So the tide of battle can still be changed. Run, tank, run. Scanning to see exactly what is happening. Neuroparasite on the Thors. Nice, Thor fighting Thor. Traitor Thor. Wow, GuMiho, you are in big problem, danger. And Solar. Solar, unfortunately, lost. GuMiho was way better with a bunch of Thor reinforcements. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Keanu over. Hello guys, welcome back to game number 3 between another than Solar versus GuMiho. They are both exceptionally good at the game, and I love to cast very intensive matches, and game number 2 didn't disappoint us. We had Mech versus the Swarm. Who won? Please watch it if you haven't, and if you had already, congratulations. Now together we are going to find out what happened in game number 3. Here so far standard opening with barracks for GuMiho. This is nothing unusual so far, and these players are going to amaze us with their intensive micro and their ability to play long games. This is from Katowice 2023. My name is Keanu. Thank you for subscribing. This is helping a lot YouTube algorithm to promote this wonderful game. And together, like usual, I'm going to find out with you who is going to do. Solar is very greedy. A second hatchery already planted, so he's not trying anything cheeky, shenanigans. And same for GuMiho with a second with the first barrack here at the entrance. Is it going to be some rush? Not likely so far. We haven't seen any clear indicator of this, but who knows? Who knows? They are very, very good. They started for Solar in 2011 and GuMiho in 2010. The problem, if I can say this for GuMiho, is that he had to go to the army for 2 years, since 2019 up to 2021. And when you are in the army, you lose a little bit of your edge. But now he's back with vengeance. This is what is happening in Korea after it was divided. Everyone has to go to the army for 2 long years. And a lot of very good Korean players, StarCraft 2 players, are not the same after they have a comeback. Now the spawning pool is here, and the timing for the attack of the TERRAN with Reapers is right now, but in the meantime we have an Urobo. Look at it. And already a greedy second command center, so both players are into their macro. And so far training just Marines, no Reaper. GuMiho, you forgot the instructions, how to use the Reaper. Look at the Urobo here. Obviously nobody is killing him, he's a friendly bird. Just taking his time. Now 3 Marines here for good measure in case they... What? GuMiho, I don't like you anymore. You just killed the Urobo. Very bad Terran player. Okay, on the naughty list. Why did you have to kill that innocent bird? Solar with the third hatchery. Now Solar, you are my favorite. I just saw a crime of war. Solar just killed an innocent bird, just for fun of it. Very bad. Trait of behavior. So Solar, our favorite right now. GuMiho will feel our vengeance. It's trying to spread its creep. Creep is very important. The more creep you have, obviously, the more likely it's for you to observe any Terran advance. Your units are going to move faster. And so far, let's see their income. An advantage for Solar. Obviously, it works for ZERG. He has more bases. And he can spawn more drones more fast. Look at the drones here, 16 in total, 16 over here, and already 1 and more to come in the third hatchery. 39 workers versus 30, not bad at all. In terms of the army, pretty equal. Let's see the income. Yeah, favoring Solar. When you see a spike for the Terran, that means mules are being dropped, and the army pretty the same. Now a medivac. This is interesting. We are going to see a medivac drop, or just to creep to destroy some of the creep tumors. Already spotted by the Queen. This is their point of view. Yeah, the Queen was spotted. Is the Queen going to survive? Yes, because guess what? Her sisters... No, the Queen there is dead. Her sisters weren't here in time. And now trying to go into the main base. Already a Queen here. So impossible to do it. The slow march of the Queens. You need the creep. Look at the difference between being on the creep and out of the creep. Now the Marines are killing this Overlord. And he's dead. Killing Overlord is very useful, because you can even supply block your opponent. Steam pack almost done, 7, 6, 5. And now this bunch of Zerglings are going to try to poke at the Terran. Yeah, this supply depot wasn't raised. This is a big mistake. Now the free reign of the Zergs. You have to pull the SUVs. So that is a lot of lost mining time. No, not good at all. Basically you have the wall-off in case there is a run-by for you to lift it up. But here we have an excellent Hellion and Marine drop. Let's see what Solar is going to do. A bunch of Zerglings are making themselves ready for the attack. The Queens are here as well. And yeah, they're abusing this choke point with the minerals, but nothing more they can do. And look at the Hellion. Slick Hellion. He literally went through the queens. But he's dead now. And this drop was interesting. Achieved a little bit of harassment, killed some drones. Yeah, let's see units and total loss. Favoring GuMiho. He lost less resources, but this is expected. When you play against ZERG as a TERRAN, you are going to have fewer losses. It's about quantity versus quality. And now another drop with 2 tanks. Wow, this is going to be interesting. A drop with 2 tanks, or is just in order to move them faster? You have 3 medivacs, you can do this. And now the tanks are just brought closer to the front line, where their splash damage can do a lot of damage. Is this successful? Is this hatchery going to be denied? Here we also have Bailings. And Bailings can do a lot of damage to these marines. Yes, these tanks are dead. They did their best. And excellent. Solar was able to repel this attack from GuMiho. And in the meantime, we had a 4 hatchery for Solar. Not bad at all. GuMiho army is smaller, 27. Let's see what he's going to do. More marines, reinforcements. And he's also taking his 4th base. But already here a Zerling, trying to be annoying, to delay a little bit of the mining. Look how efficient one Zerling is. Yeah, you can kill it, but that's it. So these medivacs are just doing the same thing on the opposite corner, trying to make the ZERG unnervous. Already here a spore crawler, so very hard to do something. To actually do something with a lot of queens. The spore crawler is here, but look at the ability to drop in perfect place. Already one is dead, full of marines. This one is going to die as well. So just sprinkling the marines in order to delay the inevitable. Infantry weapon level 1 done. Armor as well. Not bad at all. These upgrades are going to make a difference in a fight. Especially if the size of the army and composition are similar. The army with better upgrades is most likely going to win. I don't care how good is your micro, if my army is super upgraded up to level 3 and your army have 0, more likely, more chances I have. Now this Bailing just following the TERRAN. And another interesting game from Solar and GuMiho from Katowice 2023. This is an excellent map. Babylon is called. Look at the waterfall here. And here we have a whale. Bunch of them. Just relaxing, chilling while the war is happening here. This was a sacrificial Zerling that was sent just to scout. And in the meantime, just dealing with the creep tumor is very important to kill as many as possible. And now the Zerg is on the move. Already here a lot of Zerlings. We have the Hydralis for long range ability to kill even medivacs. These rocks are being destroyed. And what does GuMiho has in response? A bunch of marines, not enough. Marines with medivacs are good, but not enough. GuMiho has a lot of very good units that can deal a lot of damage to marines, especially the Bailings. The Hydralis are very efficient as well. And now, Widow Mines. Now this is what we are talking about, but only 2, not enough. You need to have more. The splash damage of Widow Mines can really destroy. And what? Both of them are dead. No, one survives. And only one Widow Mine against so many Zerglings. Good detonation. Good detonation. But the army of Solar 100 versus 88. Slight advantage for the Zerg. And another Widow Mine here, killing one drone, just one drone. 78 versus 65 in terms of workers, with a good advantage, and already here we have an Overseer. and overseers are very good. But now a huge drop. Wow, GuMiho is trying to drop everything in the main base. Let's see if this is going to be successful. Infantry armor level 2 is ready, and weapon. So the timing is perfect. So dropping everywhere, sprinkling them. All these units. Wow, this is an excellent drop. Is he going to be able to kill the spawning pool? Yes, so no more zerglings. Now that was an excellent hit and run attack. And another bunch of marines are going into the opposite corner. So one in the north, one in the south. Killing the cryptomors. But here we have lurkers. And lurkers are very, very good when they have to deal with bio. In the meantime, this bunch of units are just staying here, trying again to attack. So what do you do with a zergling? You have to run here, you have to run in the opposite corner of the map. I don't care how much creep you have. They're not going to be in time in both places. These marines are being healed up by the medivacs. And they are going back home with triumph. White, one medivac is left? No, we don't leave anyone behind. This is the Marine Corps. Now here some ghosts will be wonderful to be able to kill the lurkers. But no ghost yet. Yeah, just trying to be annoying with that drop. And now, look at the Vipers. If they abduct all these medivacs, wow, this is a huge loss. A full medivac of units. Not bad at all, not bad at all. And now Solar is almost maxed out. He has to do something, he has to try something. Let's see this decisive battle. 4 ghosts are here already. Is this enough? The tank is not in siege mode. So the Terran wasn't ready. Wow, the swarm is here. Excellent engagement. And Solar did it. He broke the Terran defense. Wow, congratulations Solar. Let's go to game number 4. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe. Keanu over. Hello everyone! Welcome back to a professional match of StarCraft 2. Now it's time for game number 4 between Solar and GuMiho. My name is Keanu. Thank you for watching together with me. Spawning here is none other than Solar from Korea, also known as the shirt eater. That because he likes to eat his shirt during the games, and because of so much stress, so much emotions in the first previous 3 games, I'm pretty sure his shirt doesn't look that nice anymore. And his opponent, none other than GuMiho, also known as GumiGod. These are 2 of the best players from Korea, and let's enjoy together this wonderful game of StarCraft 2. Standard opening so far with a barracks and a supply depot for the Terran. Solar probably is going to go and get a second hatchery. This is very important for ZERG players because they need to have a lot of extra income. In comparison with any other race, they are more about quantity than quality. And as I predicted, a second hatchery. Thank you for being with me. Now we are going into our second month of this channel. You are amazing, and help me spread the love of StarCraft 2. Together we can keep it alive. Now Reaper is going to spawn and immediately going to go to explore. This is important to explore because of the fog of war. So you basically don't know what your opponent is doing. See, this is GuMiho perspective. He has 0 awareness of the map. And he's also trying to play the macro game with a second command center pretty fast. And look how many zerglings already. Oh, so Solar is trying a small rush, taking advantage of the fact that he has map awareness, and he realized that GuMiho has 0 map awareness. Now the Reaper is not going to meet the zerglings, and the zerglings are here. In a couple of seconds we are going to join. Is there something here that only 1 marine? Not enough. So let's see this rush, if it's going to be successful or not. So luckily the supply depot was raised in time, otherwise it would have been a big problem. The SUV is running for his life. And now the Reaper here, is he doing something? 1 kill. Killing one drone is not bad, but not sufficient. Now pulling some of the SUVs. This is not okay because that means a lot of lost mining time. But at least this early shenanigan, early rush was dealt with. Let's see in terms of economic, who has an advantage? GuMiho, a little bit. In terms of the army, pretty similar. As a Terran, you have the advantage of dropping mules. Mules are these machines that are gathering way more minerals than a normal worker. And so far, so good. Both players pretty equals. 26 for Solar, 25, 27, 25 now for GuMiho in terms of workers, 7, 7 for army. So perfect match. No one has a clear advantage. It wasn't an all-in early push. It was more like, let's see if I'm getting lucky. Because if the supply depot wouldn't have been raised, then more damage could have been done to these mineral lines of SUVs. Now trying to create a small supply depot here, just to create a perfect wall-off, but it's a long wall to build. Probably a bunker is needed as well. And 0 for these aliens, only 1 for the Reaper. Nothing to brag. Why are you coming home? Go back, fight more. So this is a strategical retreat, if I can say so. The map is Ancient Sister, which is a very nice map. Look over here. You can literally hear the waterfalls. Nice. Metabolic boost in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, completed. Now this is more like let's probe and see what the damage you can do. 4 marines are not enough to kill not even 1 queen. Queens have this ability to transfuse. And as I was just saying, this is something called caster curse. I heard the loco say it. It's when you predict something and it's something else happening. And yeah, 1 queen, not bad, not the end of the world. More are here, spreading the creep. And this medivac is very cheeky. No, with only half of your crew, you're not going to achieve too much. Now the Zerglings are on their way. Here we have the famous ZERG rush with a bunch of Zerglings. They are very fast mobile units, and here we have the Testellop. Look at the Testellop. Now these Zerglings, nothing they can do against so many marines with a steam. So the best idea is to use Zerglings at the early game to find out what is happening on the map, to explore as much as possible. Another Testellop. And to try to use them as mid grinder technique, like send as many as possible, try us around, and your higher tier units will do the rest of the damage. But to do us around when they are medivacs, highly unlikely, because medivacs immediately are able to pick them up and go to the main base where a queen is waiting and a spore crawler with 3 roaches to soak some of the damage. And even the spore crawler was able to join the fight with 1 ball of corrosive bio. Now Hellions are coming, so GuMiho, aggressive like usual, not bad at all. It's better to be the one that is constantly attacking to keep your enemy at bay, so on the back of it you can develop more and have an economic advantage. And combat shield now ready in 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, and also infantry weapon level 1, so perfect timing. This is why GuMiho is waiting here with the marines. Obviously it's better to attack when your upgrades are ready. And completed infantry weapon level 1. This gives you an edge over your opponent. This in terms of the income, pretty equal so far, nothing unusual. Units lost 21, but it's not that a big deal. Excellent. The 4th hatchery was prevented. Now a little bit killing of the creep, not bad at all, but now you really have to go back. You have too many queens, Revengers, roaches. You cannot take them in a direct fight. Is the overlord going to die? Yes. Concussive shells as well done. Not bad at all for the marauders. The Testelop is curious. And this is what you do usually. You attack from two angles, trying to outwit your opponent to find a weakness in the defense. Now rushing here, but already roaches are waiting for them. Perfect timing. And the fourth hatchery is now on its way. It's important to expand as much as possible because you are going to run out of minerals at one point. Look already in the main base. The minerals are running low for both players. And you may find yourself in a situation where you have a good army, you have an engagement, but then you have no minerals to restore your army to its full potential. The ZERG is waiting. The Swarm versus the TERRAN. Now we have Bailings. This is a good mix. Each time you see Bailings, if you are playing Bio, you are in big problem. Couple of bailing shots are all is needed to win a game sometimes. Like if you remember Scarlet's final game, it was a couple of years ago, a bunch of Marines were rushing and Scarlet was able to hide some bailings and remotely detonate them just on top of the Marines. Game over, GG. Now more and more bailings, Ravengers. This is a higher tier army than the one of the TERRAN. So who is going to win? I'm pretty curious. In terms of APM, around 500 hovering for Solar, 300 for GuMiho, not bad at all. And let's see if this push with 3 tanks is enough. TERRAN likes to abuse the tanks and the choke points, but this can go two ways, because you pretend that you are here waiting for an attack and then you find yourself surrounded. And what do you do then? Nothing. In terms of army value, favoring GuMiho. Now, is he trying to attack? No. Both players are like waiting for each other to find an opening. Medivac healing, not bad at all. So both players now are maxed out. Let's see this engagement. The ZERG ball, the Swarm is here. Now spreading the Marines as much as possible to prevent the surround. Yeah, you immediately lift them up, bait them. This tank, 6 kills already, and here is the main engagement. Excellent. The problem with tanks is that once in siege mode they are immobile, and that means easy target for the corrosive bios of the Ravengers. So look at the Ravengers, one-shotting the tank. So here is like rock, paper, scissor. Each unit has its own, and the best defense is offense. Look at these roaches, keeping some of the reinforcements from the TERRAN at bay. Biting clowns here. So when your tank is useless, that means it's time for you to regroup. Excellent engagement. So Solar standing his ground, and now he has an advantage in terms of workers and the army. 68 versus 42, not bad at all for Solar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases versus 3, and now just now the 4 for the TERRAN. Uh-oh. So let's see the next push. So sending some roaches here, maybe as a distraction, realizing the timing of the 4th base. Now he needs to go back, and here is the main ZERG army versus the TERRAN. Going back. The creep is not ideal. Sometimes it's way more better, especially when Sarah and Scarlet plays, but it's decent enough. Now you cannot ignore these 3 medivacs. You have to keep something, some units in reserve. to deal with them. Going into the main base. No, just baiting. And while this is happening, another drop in the opposite corner. Now the Viper, very good. He infantry level, weapon level 2, it's done. Those medivacs didn't succeed too much. And now Solar is maxed out. Now Solar is time to go for an attack. Melee attack level 2 for you as well done. Infantry armor level 2 for the Terran. So this is the moment. Oh, already Ultralisk, nice. The Ultralisks are very beefy elephants like, look at them. Mammoths. Weapon of mass destruction. And the swarm is on its way. The army is superior, 120 versus 96. In terms of the value of as well. So just avoiding this sensor tower. It's very important to avoid it so that you do not find yourself in a situation where your enemy predicts exactly where you are. Yeah, this drops just distracting a little bit, but now is the moment to attack. All these juicy SUVs, one bailing hit and we are done. Excellent engagement here. In the same time, these groups of marines are trying to kill this hatchery, so action everywhere. Binding clowns here. Neutralizing the tanks are dead. These marines over here are trying their best. So action everywhere. Yeah, here dropping, abusing the mineral lines. But is Solar going to be able to destroy GuMiho? Wow, yes, definitely he was in charge. Thank you for watching game number 4. See you for the next game. Keanu over. Remember to subscribe. Thank you for watching.